we actually had somebody that was slated a little bit early, but I think she may be having trouble getting on. So I see Jennifer is here a little early. So I'm going to bring Jennifer on. Jennifer and I solely met on social media, and she's like, I can see her off camera. She's like, oh, I didn't expect to come on this. Hey, surprise.
Oh my God.
Yeah. How's it going?
It's good. I'm happy I actually put myself on early. I was just
No, it worked out great. I mean, I appreciate you doing that. So Jennifer and I met on social media, Twitter specifically, and we kind of struck up a conversation, and we kind of became really good friends, talked a few times, and she is one of those positive, upbeat people that you're just really lucky to cross paths with. She's a singer-songwriter living in Nashville, and just she's so neat and just amazing to get to know. And I'm grateful that you elected to come participate tonight. I know there was some question about whether you were going to do it or not, and so I'm so grateful you showed up and that we could have you tonight, because you're just a neat person. I want everybody to get to know you.
Oh, thank you. Well, what life happens, and I had said to you, I don't think I'm going to be in a positive, exactly what you're saying is what I wanted to be able to present, and I wasn't kind of in a positive space. I had a death in the family, and I thought to myself, like, an hour or so later after telling I said, like, this is your moment. This has nothing to do with me. Like, and I really and I'm being 100%. I'm like, why? I need to show up for you, because this is what it's all about. It's the ripple. And so it really, and it's all about continuing to connect and give back. So I'm really happy that I did. It gave me an opportunity to just show up for you. And I think that's really important. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you were one of the first people that came to mind when I wanted to do this, because, I have just so enjoyed getting to know you and learning about you. And you are someone that is found yourself in some unusual circumstances, but you still show up authentically online for the people that need to hear your positive message. You write, music that inspires and motivates, and you just, you're just one of those rare commodities, right? That I think a lot of people need to know and experience. And I remember the first year I started following you was when you were starting to do the, I think it was the 12 days of Christmas, and every day you got on Twitter and just did your own version of the Christmas. How did you come up with that? It was so cool. And
I mean, it's called keeping sane. Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, I mean, I'm laughing now, but the reason I did that is because I had a huge death to me, and that happened, and I was trying to keep grounded, and I was like, it popped in my head. I'm like, I could do this, and I could map it out and produce it and get all the outfits, and it'll take up like almost a month, like, of time. And I don't have to, like, I can keep busy. And then I can also, so it was just like this, like, it was like a pop. It was like a God moment. Like, you could do something to give back to people, to have fun again, while, it feels like the theme of my life has been grieving for the past couple of years, but I'm getting good at managing it. So I think, I mean, that's the honest truth of where it came from. It wasn't like I was sitting in my room like, let's see what else I can do for people. It's like these like moments of me staying sane, and then in the retrospect, other people enjoy it. So and honestly, it was a blast by myself in my house, like creating the whole entire environment of it. It was fun. So I'm glad, and it's always going to be there now. So every time Christmas comes, I just pop it up on,
absolutely,
the days of Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah. No, what was amazing is that, I think what you didn't realize at the time, you were utilizing it to help you get through and to deal with what was going on. But you were actually in the larger sense, creating a positive ripple for everybody that came across it, because you kind of came to this post and you're like, hey, this is interesting. This is, what is this about? And then next thing you know, you're just sucked into it. Right. And then having gotten the opportunity to meet you, more officially this past year, and get to know all that you were overcoming and what you were, kind of dealing with. You've had a couple of things thrown at you that nobody, expects, and nobody should have to deal with. And you deal with it with a positive, upbeat mindset, which I think is inspirational for anybody that has the luxury of getting to know you. And, it's not just that you're utilizing your music and your talents in that way to make an impact in the world. It's, I think, everybody that gets to meet you in any professional capacity, they get to see somebody who's like, I'm showing up, I'm being as authentic and as present as I possibly can. And yes, some days suck, some days are rough, but I'm going to still show up, and I'm going to do the best possible job that I can to make a difference in the world. And that's what really impressed me about you.
Well, thank you. I want to like actually just bring up like also how much you have like done in rippling me when I needed it. Like, again, you reached out to me, you're like, hey Jen, where'd you go? Like on Twitter. And I'm just like, I'm really depressed and I can't live my life and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I didn't say that to you. I was just like, hey, can you maybe help guide me to where I need to go next? And you were so kind, and you took time to just hear me out. And again, like, yes, I'm a songwriter. I've been a songwriter and a singer and a performer and an actor since I've like been birthed. But in that is the service, and the service I provide, I know in life now, like my platform, my purpose is to share my voice, to share my heart, to share my strength, hope, experience, wisdom from my chaos and trauma to help. And so what you provided me with was three ripples that were great. Like I got to meet, I was trying Clark from Nashville EC, the Entrepreneurial Center here in Nashville, which was great. Like I just got to kind of brainstorm with him. And then Matt, he's a professor at Belmont, and then Jeff, and another Belmont professor. And honestly, it was, and then Jesselyn that you introduced me to. Yeah, like all these like ripples. And honestly, what that generosity did for me was get me grounded in going from, okay, well, I'm a musician, but I need to create another platform for me to financially create abundance that does the same thing in a different way. And so the platform of, I had started writing a book because I was doing life coaching, and then I was doing decluttering, but I was really focused on, I need to be a content writer and a marketing. And the reality is after going to these three people, I got that. And Jeff said, well, first of all, you're not a 9-to-5er. He's like, I can tell you that you're never going to fit in. And he said, and you're a storyteller, and you like what you're doing is more, you need to kind of go find your own, like, you can't you can't fit into the box. And because of that journey, I am now, again, like it's the beginning of it, but I am now putting together my mindset coaching business, getting the website together. My decluttering business has taken off, and I don't even have anything for it. Like I'm just kind of like, okay, wait, I have to write my book, and then I have to go declutter. And it's just, and then I go in my room and write songs, but lately haven't. So but I'm just saying this is all because of the generosity of what you do. And I am grateful for that and for knowing you. And honestly, you kind of like tell, like even inviting me on this, like, oh, I gotta get up again and do, I gotta show up. So yeah.
Well, because what I would tell you, if you didn't, like, why not? Why would you not show up? I mean, come on.
Right. Wow.
I mean, you'd be robbing the internet of your personality and your smile. I mean, come on.
I know. I try to, like, it's like, showing up always feels better. It's just getting, like I said, like the book that I'm writing is like, it's like I'm reading this, editing parts of it every day. And I'm just like, okay, I needed that. Thank you, Jen. Whoever wrote, it's like, thank you for that nugget of like, take the action, take the action.
Well, I mean, so I had, if you remember when we first connected for that first series of phone calls, I said, hey, I have somebody that you need to talk to about that book. And it's that guy right there. Or maybe it's the other way.
Yeah, talk to you.
Mark is my editor. He has got experience in the publishing world. He's phenomenal. He's an excellent sounding board, but more importantly, he's an advocate for projects. And the thing that this worked out. I mean, I'm not saying I got you, but I mean, this was I wanted you two to connect tonight because I knew that there was the potential for you to keep that progress moving forward. And when you have somebody like Mark, who is outstanding at bouncing ideas off of and being accountable, he could be a real guide in that process. And Mark, so Jen's got a really unique approach to her writing and what she wants to do with it and how she wants to take it as a career. And I think that there's a lot of opportunity for you to give her some potential guidance about what she could do with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to, like Steve said, if nothing else, be a sounding board. If you have any questions, I've made a lot of mistakes.
I will be reaching out.
Okay, that's great, because I've made a lot of mistakes over the years. So yeah, I just it's sometimes it's this remarkable adventure, but it is intimidating, and mistakes can be expensive, and so I am always a firm believer, like if somebody can give you some advice that saves you time or money or heartache or something, like that's easy. And absolutely, let's do that. So, yeah, and it's exciting. I love hearing about new projects.
Yeah, it's honestly, it is scary because I'm used to, like, the venture of writing a book versus the venture of writing songs. It's like a whole nother level. And it's like, I mean, a song, I mean, it might take hours and hours and weeks and weeks, but it's like only one song. It's like 3 minutes to, form, this is like the continuum, and just really meshing together that, making sure it coherently works, like, and then it's been challenging.
It's like building a house. That's what I tell people. It really is like building a house, and you have to draw up the blueprints, and you have to figure out how everything comes together, and it is a huge challenge. And at the end of it, hopefully, like, everything works, and you look at it and you're proud it's your dream house. But if not, sometimes you end up with the money pit, and that's what if we can avoid that, like, that's absolutely the goal. So that's for me. I spent some time in the publishing business, and so even though that's not really my life anymore, that's one of the ways that I try to give back, is by at least giving people some advice and helping them hopefully kind of chart their path to success.
Well, that would be wonderful. Again, Ripple right here.
Yeah.
In real time, people. I mean, this is
what we're talking about. Go get the book.
Well, and Jessalyn was going to be on tonight, but she had a prior commitment, unfortunately. So we'll definitely get her on another one of these. But I mean, that was kind of one of my proudest connections for you, because now you guys have been two peas in a pod, it sounds like. So
yeah, you nipped that one in the bud. I mean, her and I just, like, immediately, it was like, oh my God, new friend, just like from New York to LA. And like, just, we have so much of that whole, I mean, I'm in Nashville, but it's like East Coast, West Coast. It's just like, just getting real, kind of thing, very grounded. Yeah, I have to see her soon, but pandemic kind of makes everything a little bit more
challenging.
But yeah, I know I said that I wasn't sure if I wanted to play a song, but I did get myself to vocalize, and just to give you that gift if you wanted.
Oh, that would be awesome. Heck yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Now?
Yeah, sure.
I'm like so laid back. So I was trying to think, like, what I wanted to play, and this is one of, like, it's called Gold, and the reason I'm playing it is because I think in life, and especially what we're talking about here with rippling, and just, I mean, for me, it's more like, coaching and giving back. It's like the one thing that I am clear that has been my stopper in life, and my self-sabotage, is that, the whole doing things over and over again and expecting a different result, the insanity of it all. But the reality is that I'm so comfortable in the, I'm using, like, I'm so comfortable in staying small and doing the same thing, that, like, there's no way I can rise above. And so Gold is really about this battle between the good and the bad, and saying, I can't do that anymore. I can't do that anymore. I'm not going anywhere if I stay in, stuck. So that's what this is really, in a nutshell, that's what this is about. So that's why I thought it made sense. So Here we go.
So I have to tell you before you do that, I wrote that in my journal today. Stop playing small.
See?
How? Yeah, the ripple keeps happening. I'm telling you.
And we're all connected.
Awesome.
We're just all spookily connected.
Yes,
just,
absolutely.
Yeah. Halloween's over, but we're still in spooky.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this one's for you, Steve.
Thanks.
She told me I can Then the serpent said, no way now. Without hesitation, my naked mind fell into his hands. Oh, I don't like the way I am, so I will listen to what she has to say. 'Cause that bastard got the best of me. Then over backwards, spreads and twisted in every way. Tired of sometime soon, maybe another day. I just found gold, gravitate towards what I know, but that won't work, no, no, not anymore. I just found gold, gravitate towards what I know, but that won't work, no, not anymore. You can dance with me if you like. Believe me, I want you to lead. But I warn you, I have two right feet. Or is there another side of me? I just found gold, gravitate towards what I know, but that won't work, no, no, not anymore. I just found gold, gravitate towards what I know, but that won't work, no, not anymore. 'Cause I won't stand here any longer. Oh, there's an ever-burning pit of my gut and soul. It's time to heal it and make it whole. Oh, who am I? Who am I? I just found gold, gravitate towards what I know, but that won't work, no, no, not anymore. I just found gold, gravitate towards what I know, but that won't work, no, no, not anymore. Ooh, no, no, not anymore. I just found gold. I just found gold.
Oh my God, that was awesome. Ah, that's amazing.
Thanks. There you have it.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that was fantastic. Can you really quickly share with everybody that's on how they find your music?
Yes. You can go to jennifervazquez.com and spell it right. Well, you don't have to spell it right because I have two webs. It goes to the same name because everyone spells my name Vas, V-A-S-Q-U-E-Z.
Smart.
Yeah, so I bought those domains years ago because I'm never going to get it right. So it's jennifervazquez.com. And then on social media, on on Facebook and YouTube, it's Jennifer Vazquez Music. And then on Twitter, I think it's just Jennifer_Vazquez. You can go to Apple Music, you can go to Spotify, Amazon, all that good stuff. And that song is on the latest album that came out. It's latest. It's like 3 years already. 2017 is like latest. It's like, yeah, it just came out. But it's just brand new. It's like, like it just came out yesterday. But yeah, you can enjoy that and a lot of other songs.
It's a phenomenal album. I will tell you, I love it. And it's in heavy rotation on my, my Apple playlist. So you do a great job. And thank you so much for playing that tonight. I really, really appreciate it. I'm so glad you were with us tonight.
I am too, and thank you so much, Stephen. I'm really grateful that I met you and that you just kind of like came on into my life. And Mark, definitely, Steve, share our contacts.
Yep, absolutely.
Talk to you in the process of me trying to stay sane in this book. So yeah.
Sounds great.
Trust me, if he can work with me, he can work with anybody. So, I mean, let's be honest. So, well, Jennifer, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I will talk to you very soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.